This is it? After Rome and Moscow, I was expecting something a little more upscale.
Maybe you should unwind after the flight. Maybe take a shower.
That might be more tempting if you were here.
That might have to wait until we aren't fugitives from our own government.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream. Are you sure about this?
Positive. Trust me.
Okay.
See? What did I tell you?
This is why I love you.
You can send roses to my dead drop in Prague. Now that you've made it to Taipei, what are your plans?
Priority 1 is to find out more about this assassination attempt.
Agreed. How are you going to go about it?
I've got 3 leads to start with. This Stephen Heck guy seems like he knows what's going on in Taipei. He might be able to answer some questions.
Be careful, Mike. I've checked my databanks, and I can't find any evidence that Stephen Heck has ever worked for the CIA.
I'll be on my guard. There's also that anomalous data trail from Shahid's system. Any luck tracing it down?
I managed to follow it back to a place in the warehouse district. I'm forwarding the address to you now. What's the final lead?
Simple. Follow the money. Shahid was funneling large amounts of money to a front corporation for the White Oak Mountain Triad. Think I can persuade them to tell me why.
Sounds like you've got everything figured out.
Isn't that why you love me?
You watch yourself out there, Mr. Thornton.
Always. I'm here to see the Red Lion. I'm a friend of the Sheik. Monsieur, my name is Michael Thornton. I think you have information I need.
I know many things. Most of them would be useful to someone, I'm sure. What is it you want from me, Mr. Thornton? I have no interest in bantering with an American cowboy. It upsets my digestion. Please, get to the point.
A friend told me you might know what's going on in Taipei. Something about the assassination of a certain political figure.
I see. And this friend, he shared this with you out of the goodness of his heart?
We have a good working relationship.
Wonderful. Friendship is a rare treasure. Mr. Thornton, a man in my position does not get to be a man in my position without knowing the value of a good trade.
I can understand that. I suppose the question is what you need.
But some of my lieutenants seem to think they would do better without my loving guidance and gentle hand. They have set up shop in a disreputable part of town. Now, if you were to discourage them, I will tell you what I know.
You don't even know me. Why trust me with something like this? Why not use your own people?
My own people are prone to these roads. You, on the other hand, look enough like an ignorant Wilo tourist that they might only mug you.
Well, when you put it that way, it's hard to argue. All right, Mr. Hong.
I knew you would see the wisdom of this deal, Mr. Thornton. Contact me again when my wayward children have been dealt with, huh? Oh, and Mr. Thornton.
Yeah?
Don't call me Mr. Hong.
Hello?
In the back. With you in a sec, buddy. Not too uncomfortable, I hope. Now this is dry cleaning solution. Active ingredient is perchloroethylene. Gets stains out like a champ. Like a champ went, believe you me.
Gonna be hard getting that stuff down his throat. Want me to get a funnel?
A funnel? Yeah! That's a killer idea! So you remember where they are now, do you? Candy dish. Ah, that does it, Wen. You know I don't like sweet... Oh, the candy dish! That's right! That's where I left my keys. Should have said something earlier, Wen. You see what I almost made you drink? Good old Wen. Always getting into antics. Anywho, what can I do you for?
I'd like to know more about Ronald Sung. That is, if it won't cost me any important body parts.
You're new in town. I don't think I've tortured you yet.
Sorry?
Why didn't you come say hello when you arrived? Couldn't find the place? If I hadn't been with Wen here, I would have made the time to seek you out.
I wasn't sure if you had what I needed to know.
I know a lot about a lot of things. Like, for instance, did you know that in the 1960s, the CIA surgically jammed a mic and antenna into a cat for an op codenamed Acoustic Kitty?
No, I've never heard that. Have you heard of anything relevant to my previous question?
Oh, it's relevant. Just between you and me. And Wen. You're with the agency, am I right?
Yeah, kind of. It's complicated.
Say no more, Agent.
Mike will do, Steve.
Steven. I'm an agent myself, you know.
You don't say.
Yeah, I work for a division of the CIA that doesn't officially exist. Super secret. They just kind of turned me loose and let me go nuts.
Uh-huh. So, can you help me or not?
Depends. How do I know you are who you say you are? I have to ask because, funny story, one time a salesman came in and I thought he was buying secrets about the German Chancellor's security detail.
You heard about Rome and Moscow, right?
The International Hockey Championships? Oh yeah, that was something.
No. The U.S. Embassy attack and the incident at the museum.
Really? Well, I definitely heard of that thing you just said. All right, color me convinced. So, Ronald Sung, huh? Hey, did you ever notice his name's an anagram for lard on guns? Ironic, isn't it?
Are you clinically incapable of getting to the point?
All right, maybe not relevant to your case, I get it. Ronnie Sung. What do you want to know, Mike? Personal demons, pant size, political capital, sexual proclivities?
I've got some intelligence that suggests someone in Taipei wants Sung dead. You've got an ear to the ground here. Thought you might know more.
Political assassinations. Yeah, those are fun. One time I took out an entire soccer stadium just to kill the premier of Namibia. Hey, did you know at 400 miles an hour, soccer balls can decapitate people?
I didn't. But Sung?
Sure. I can tell you this, Mike. There's a big conference coming up at the Grand Hotel. Sung's gonna be there, along with a few dozen EU bigwigs and the like.
Any idea what they're meeting about?
They're meeting about that little firecracker in Rome, how much it's helping the climate of fear rise a few degrees. But that's just a fact, not a guess. Emotional meteorology isn't what I went to school for.
So you're suggesting I infiltrate the hotel. Why?
Taiwanese National Security Bureau is providing the security. You think those cats don't just have oodles of stuff on everybody who might want their boss dead?
Wouldn't be too hard to slip in and borrow some of that information.
Knew that would appeal to you, Mike. Hey, give me a call when you head that way. I'd like to be in on this.
You got it. Is this Scarlet? This is...
Mike, from the plane, right?
You remembered.
You didn't give me a reason to forget.
Heard you were in Taipei, thought I'd call.
So, it takes me coming to Taipei for you to get back to me?
In a city this big, I wanted to see a friendly face. And since you were here...
You figured I'd do. So, you're lonely? I suppose I should be flattered, right?
That's not the reason I called, but if you want to be flattered, go ahead. I'm here in town trying to find out all I can about President Sung and the upcoming rally.
Sung? Why? Is there something wrong?
I'm not sure yet, but I need to speak to Sung.
That's not going to be easy.
I don't have a lot of friends here in Taipei, and certainly not ones with press credentials who can move freely. Can you help me?
What did you have in mind?
A little covert operation, if you're up for it.
I might be. I'd need the details first.
I'll fire them over, along with a location to meet up.
All right, then. Talk to you soon, Mike.
Everybody online?
In position in the lobby.
In position to rain death on my enemies.
We need the NSB's threat analysis. What we don't need is to be added to their list. I want minimal confrontation and no civilian casualties.
What are you expecting me to do, Mike? Bludgeon a wandering guard to death with a camera?
Actually, that last part was mostly for Steven.
Anybody ever tell you you're a real wet blanket, Mike?
Steven, you're with me. There will be a map of the conference in the security office. You're gonna be my distraction.
Can do, Mike. Would you prefer a hot distraction or a loud distraction?
What's the difference?
Hot distractions have more fire.
No casualties, Steven. Especially not civilians. Are we clear?
Yeah, sure. No bodies.
Scarlet, I need you to stay in the lobby for now. Hang out in the bar, see if you can find me a lonely convention attendee.
And do what with him exactly?
Talk him up, find out something useful. Use some of those ace reporter skills I hear so much about.
Sure, Mike.
Should be a piece of cake for you.
I'll call you as soon as I have anything.
What about me?
You, I'm keeping all to myself.
Great. I just hope I'm not so focused on your dreamy voice that I forget to tell you when the men with guns show up.
Cute.
Your dreamy voice distracts me too, Mike.
Okay, I'm going offline to take showers. Lots of showers.
Okay, everybody knows the score? Then let's move out. Remember, people, this is our one chance to get this intel. Let's do it right. Good luck, Thornton out.
step, Mike. The administrative offices are under guard. And they've got security cameras set up.
Hey, buddy, do you like those TV cooking shows?
Huh?
He'll feel that one. Poor dumb bastard. He never saw it coming.
Nice distraction. Thanks, Steven. Bingo. Got the conference map. And there's the NSB station. Looks like some parts of the hotel are locked off with keycard locks.
Then you better watch for opportunities to get one. You need to get to this information.
Tell me something I don't know. Damn it.
Mike, security just started rounding up guests and escorting them away from the lobby. Did you trip an alarm or something?
Funny you should mention that. Don't worry, it's all under control.
We have an intruder! He's armed!
Mike, it's Scarlet. I've got something for you.
Great, let's have it.
A certain Halbeck security officer has a distinct weakness for Mai Tais and redheads. In that order.
Get anything useful out of him?
Not much. Just his room key.
He didn't happen to have an access pass for the elevators to the convention floor, did he?
You know, funny enough, I think he did.
That's perfect. You did great, Scarlet.
One more little surprise for you. I managed to snap a picture of him. Seems like if security were told it was the face of a known sex offender.
That would make a nice distraction for hotel security. Good call.
Meet me in the restroom by the VIP suite. I'll give you what I have.
On my way.
Here you go, Mike.
You're the best. I ever tell you that?
Not often enough, I think.
Thanks, Scarlet.
I'll be seeing you, Mike.
Mike, you've got 2 guards ahead, patrolling the penthouse floor.
Alright, I've got the access badge and a floor plan of the hotel. Looks like the express elevator in the penthouse goes straight to the conference floor.
Good work, Mike. The NSB is patrolling the area. If you watch their pattern, you should be able to find a gap in their patrol and move past without them seeing you.
Got it.
Hey, that's swell, Mike. Really great. You think you could do me a solid and find a file on the NSB servers for me?
I guess. What file?
Mine. It'd mean a lot to me.
Sure. I'll take a look.
You're the best, Mike.
You hear about that thing?
Mike, what are you doing?
This is interesting.
What is it?
NSB file on Omen Dang. General description, basic intel. I'm downloading this.
Anything of more immediate use?
Some attempt at infiltration into his organization was made, and before the agent in question was killed, he was able to bug some important intel.
That could be useful.
You're telling me.
Hey, Mike, you're not gonna go and do something like forget...
Mike, what did you do? NSB security just went to full alert. You're going to need to cancel the security lockdown to get out of there. Hurry, Mike. According to the hotel blueprints, there should be a security terminal off the lobby. The second floor.
Steven, do you copy?
Like a floppy. What's up?
I took care of that file you asked me about. As far as the NSB is concerned, there's nobody in the world named Stephen Heck.
Hey, that's great, Mike. Mind you, it'll make things harder for little Stephen Jr. suddenly having no legal identity, but hey, thanks anyways.
Mike!
Sure, no problem. Damn it, Heck, what the hell are you doing?
Stephen, you said distraction. Is distracting enough?
Heck?
Mike, there's no time. Just get out of there.
Mina, the doors are locked. I need a new exit ASAP.
I'm checking the blueprints now. Got it. There are some access tunnels underground. They should lead you right out.
Where?
The service area behind the reception desk. Go.
On my way. Okay, I'm at the elevator. You sure this will get me out?
Positive. The elevator leads to those access tunnels. You can slip out before the authorities know you're gone.
Got it.
Hey, Mike, it's Steven. Steven Heck.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see you.
I can see you too, Mike.
Okay. What's on your mind, Heck?
Steven. Anywho, just wanted to drop you a line and see if all that carnage was worth your while. You get what you needed?
Not entirely. We've got the transponder codes for the bug the NSB planted, but without knowing when and where to look for it, that's only half the puzzle.
Ah, chin up, Mike. Just do what I do when my cases hit a wall. Get yourself a good pair of cigar clippers and a healthy supply of thumbs. Well, hey, progress is progress, like my dear old granny used to say, the crazy commie brat. Anywho, you figure things out and find yourself in need of some mayhem. You know who to call.
Thanks. I'll be in touch. Okay, I'm not far from the market, near the slums.
I'm picking up some activity near your position. I don't think Hong Shi gave us the whole story.
The head of an organized crime syndicate not telling the truth? Gee, that's a stretch.
Stretch or not, it looks like you're going to see some heavier resistance up ahead.
I'm going to find you. Where are you hiding? There's something over there. Huh?
friendly neighborhood triads have been dealing with Al-Samad.
You're kidding. Why would they be working together? Any details of the arrangement?
No, just some ledgers detailing various transactions.
This can't be good.
Wait, there's a note attached to one of the ledgers. Apparently these defectors weren't happy with the arrangement, but money had nothing to do with it.
All right, Mike. Keep looking. There has to be more to this.
Cover me. Pin him down. Where is he? Cover me. Die, motherfucker.
That's the last of the lieutenants.
Good work. Head back to the safe house. I'll arrange a meeting for you with Hongsher's people.
I'm on my way.
Wait a minute. Mike, satellite's picking up multiple individuals, headed your way fast.
Triads?
Probably. They're armed like triads anyway.
How much time do I have?
Not long. We'll be there in less than a minute. You better find a good defensive position.
Good thinking.
It looks like they'll be coming in from the loading dock, directly opposite the door to enter.
Looks like they already had a turret covering that entrance. That might be just the thing to welcome them.
Ah, Mr. Thornton, you return. The television is already humming with talk of your assault on the slums.
Far be it from me to tell you how to run your business, but I work better when I know the whole story. Like the real reason your lieutenant's defected.
I see. I had hoped to keep that information quiet. I trust I can rely on your discretion, Mr. Thornton.
That depends on why they thought the deal with Shahid was a bad idea. Shahid was sending you large sums of money. What was it for?
A man in my position has access to certain materials, Mr. Thornton. Materials that a man in Shahid's position finds very valuable. We had a long-standing business arrangement.
You've already got the international smuggling contacts. You could secure shipments to just about anywhere an Al-Samad cell operates.
Very astute, Mr. Thornton. You would do very well in this business. I did not sell weapons to Shahid directly. I was merely a facilitator.
So you set him up on blind dates with arms dealers.
His people would contact me with a date and the location of a shipment. My operatives ensured that Al-Samad's weapons reached the places where Al-Samad needed them.
Clever. If you can promise delivery in 30 minutes or my guns are free, I might consider hiring you.
As promised, Mr. Thornton. Here is all the information I have regarding this unfortunate business with Mr. Sung.
A pleasure doing business with you.
And with you, Mr. Thornton. Oh, there is one other thing. Beware of the man called Oman Dang.
I've heard that name before. Sounds like there's a definite connection.
Dang is a powerful man in Taipei, Mr. Thornton. You would be wise not to antagonize him.
I'll keep my ears open. Thanks. I'm sending you the data I got from Hong Sure now.
Receiving. Got it.
Anything?
According to this, the White Oak Mountain Triad was approached to provide security for a diplomatic exchange at a subway station on the Xingmei line tomorrow night.
Nobody hires Triad gangsters to provide security for a diplomatic exchange. Any hint what was really going on?
Hong Shure's lieutenants dug into the guy's background. Turns out, he was an NSB deep cover operative. After some persuasion, he let slip that he was working undercover to foil a major political assassination.
Persuasion. Do I want to know?
You really don't.
Well, that's it then. We've got the tracking codes for the NSB bug, and now we know where to point the satellite. We can track them down and intercept the package. Whatever it is.
I'm already patching into the satellite network. Whenever you're ready to go, I'll be online.
Great. See you in the field. G-22? What are they doing here?